Hi, friends. We're going to read another chapter of Katt versus Dogg. This is chapter 32. Oscar looked at Molly. Molly looked at Oscar. Run, they both shouted. They took off like a double bolt of terrified lightning. Oscar saw Molly zigzagging to the left. He sprinted to the right, bobbing and weaving, juking and jiving. His coach would have been proud. The weasel boars formed a pack and took off after Molly. They undoubtedly knew she couldn't run as fast as Oscar over long distances. But since they weren't chasing after Oscar, he could escape. He had a clear path to freedom. Molly would probably die, but Oscar would definitely live. Wow, thought Oscar as he bounded away. Who'd ever thought a cat would die for me? Of course, it wasn't exactly a choice Molly was making, but still, it was very noble of her. Then Oscar thought of how she'd caught them a catfish, and how she'd scratched behind his ears while they crossed the raging rapids, and how she didn't mind when he shook off all that water and splashed her, even though cats hate water. Finally, he remembered what the wise old dog cat had told them. Sometimes 1 + 1 equals more than 2. Oscar had to admit he and Molly made a great team, even though she was a cat. "Two can play at this game," he said aloud. "I can be noble too." He slammed on the brakes, did a 180 around a tree, and ran after the 4 weasel boars who were chasing after Molly like a 16-legged bulldozer. "Out of my way, fatzos," he shouted. Then he sprang up and over the quivering wall of stinky weasel boar butts because he was part Springer Spaniel on his father's side. And then here's the picture. It says, "Learned that leap on the dog school high hurdles team." He landed 6 inches in front of a tusk and kicked his motor into high gear. He could see Molly up ahead.
You're not letting me talk.
Because I'm waiting. She was still zigging and zagging, but she was also slowing down and breathing hard. Good at sprints, thought Oscar. Long distances? Not so much. He dug down deep, found a little extra oomph, and picked up his pace. In a flash, he was running alongside Molly. "Hop on," he shouted. This time, she didn't hesitate. She leapt onto his back. "Thanks," she gasped as she clasped his collar with her claws. "I think I can outrun those 4 bozos," said Oscar. "They're fast, but they're also kind of fat and out of shape. I'll just lead them on a merry..." Oscar didn't get to finish that thought because all of a sudden he and Molly caught in a tangle of ropes that was whooshing them up, up, up into the crown of a leafy tree. "It's a trap," said Molly. "But they're wild animals," whined Oscar as he and Molly bobbed up and down. "How'd they weave a net?" "We studied with some very clever spiders," said the leader of the weasel boars, looking up at the trapped cat and dog while licking its chops. "It's one of our special skills," said the nastiest looking weasel boar in the bunch. "We use our tusks like knitting needles." Combo critters, thought Oscar, remembering what Granny had told them about the hybrid creatures with the amazing abilities. Some are super evil supervillains, and some were about to eat Oscar and Molly for din-din. What do you think is going to happen, Joe? Do you think they're going to get eaten? Are you scared that they might get eaten? Well, we still have a lot of book left, so I'm guessing they probably are going to escape, but I don't know how. Which one's going to save them? Are they going to save each other? Are they both going to work together? All right. Have a good day.
No!
Bye!